Get out. You have to check out. Yeah, you can check out. So it's a hotel. And do you fly today? It's just checking out. But then you have all things better.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Now it's like good size.
Yeah.
On this place there was a railroad connection between Seoul and Pyongyang in direction of North Korea. When the war broke out in 1950s between North and South Korea, this train had to stop here, which actually had a little station, and the train never went further. It stopped here and it stays here until today, with the hope let the iron horse run again. Today the train station is refurbished to a coffee house, and this is the train that stopped here, 5 kilometers from the North Korean border.
South Korea, and it can be the second country, UN, and then the UN make a resolution. We can take photo for North Korean currency. Here is the only place you can buy North Korean money. Other places, the other things you can find at the corner or other areas, but North Korean currency. Here is the only place you can find. And then new currency. So the time now is
This is Harry Truman, the US president in the 1950s, who did all effort to de-escalate and stabilize the situation between North and South Korea during the war. And he made it. Fun fact, it's the same guy that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. And that's something interesting. We're going there next week, so probably we'll read there more about Mr. Truman. So here is a hero, in Hiroshima isn't. So just saying, this is not the border to North Korea on the other side. There's a river and it goes to the other side, South Korea, and there is a part of the demilitarized zone and a military practice area. That's why it's closed here, but it's not the border. North Korea is behind the mountains there, around 5 kilometers from here, which we will hope to see later. So basically we go from South Korea to South Korea and just crossing the river. The only point is this is a little part of South Korea on the North Korean side. Over there, a few kilometers behind, is North Korea. As you can see, this is the old train track that I showed you before, where the train is supposed to travel from Seoul to Pyongyang, the capital of North Korea, which is not there anymore. I'll try to show you. See, the fundaments are still there, but the bridge itself is gone. There's of course a new bridge made, but also that one is only used for transport between the South Korean side and the South Korean demilitarized zone. It's not yet here. Where we're going now is, or was, a US base, and now opened for visitors to just walk around. There's like a museum with information about what all happened here. The only thing is that you basically come closer to the DMZ, so the demilitarized zone, and behind the buffer of 2 till 4 kilometers is North Korea. Later today I will show you on this video North Korea. Interesting to know is that the demilitarized zone goes from east coast to west coast, or west to east coast, and is around 241 kilometers long. So
the railway bridge visible to the southwest is the Gyeongbokgung Line Railroad Bridge. This bridge, designated as Gyeonggi-do Monument number 162, links Seoul in South Korea and Sinwiju in North Korea. As of now, the tourist train only goes as far as Dorasan Station. Next to it, you can see the remnants of the Dokdae Bridge, marred by bullet holes and bomb damage from the Korean War, a poignant symbol of national sorrow. The tallest point of the gondola is 58 meters high, providing an excellent photo opportunity as it passes over the Imjin River and into the northern boarding area. The Imjin River, seen beneath the gondola, flows into the Han River and then to the West Sea. The river undergoes 2 cycles of high and low tides each day, creating mudflats.
Okay, I see we got past it.
So now we are still in South Korea, watching the South Korean side. And as you can see, here is the famous bridge, where earlier you could see the train standing, the black one, and the other one that has been shot. And those are the foundations from the bridge. And somewhere over there behind is North Korea. And all this fences over here and information is just because behind here was a US base, but it's not used anymore. And I'm going to stop the video because it starts to rain. See you later.
The fact North Korea invaded South Korea in the year 1950 means that division was made before that to the north and south. It was 5 years before. In the year 1945, Korea divided into 2, North Korea and South Korea. Why? Before division of the year 1945, Korea was one unified nation for more than 1,000 years. For more than 1,000. We get there. So, do you have any question about the brief history of the DMZ?
This way, here. And walkway made by south to the North Korean tunnel. They stopped over here because of our discovery with piercing borehole. North Korean tunnel, which is smaller than this one, it is only 2 meters wide and 1.7 meters high. So you have to bend down and walk through this with helmet on your head for 265 meters, and then you reach the blockade. We made triple concrete block. Rain is there. But anyway, we are going to get to the blockade, which is 170 meters away from the borderline or ceasefire line, center line of DMZ. Okay? They penetrate to the south by 435 meters.
Since we're going to get to the 170 meters away, you walk through 265 meters and then return back. Same way. And then the hardest part of this road is walking back up. Going down was easy, but on the way back up, it's like treadmill, very long one. How long? 358 meters long tunnel. So you're going to have tunnel exercise over here. No need to go to another gymnasium today. And if you have claustrophobia, North Korean tunnel is too small.
So we are here at the tunnel walkway, and it's one of the 4 tunnels that were found in the past years. And those tunnels were made by the North Korean to infiltrate into South Korea. The tunnels were very, very long and very deep under the ground, which I understood 75 meters under the ground. So we are going to enter the tunnel. We are going to walk down around 345 meters in an angle of 11% with a maximum height of 1.7 meters. It was a really minuscule tunnel. And during the ceasefire between South and North Korea, the North Koreans decided to infiltrate into South Korea again and making those tunnels basically. Unfortunately, I cannot make any videos and pictures inside, so you have to believe on my words. But just imagine yourself a tunnel that looks like this.
Cell phone to the lockers. The only thing acceptable over there is water bottle. Water bottle is okay, but not other things. You are ready? Let's get inside now. Okay, thank you.
So when the tunnel were discovered, they blocked it with 3 very big, strong concrete walls, which are up till today still closed. And the 3rd wall is in the center of the DMZ, so the Demilitarized zone. So I just came back from the tunnel, which you can see there going down. So in short, the North Koreans built a 1,632 meters tunnel, and by coincidence the South Koreans discovered the tunnel and blocked the North Koreans from infiltrating South Korea. Now, we went down there. So South Korea, for the tour, they made a normal tunnel, 11 degrees, 350 meters long. So you can imagine how it is to go down, especially going back up. But down there, you will see the tunnel that the North Koreans made. And that one is 2 meters wide and maximum 170 high. So for 250 meters, I had to walk like that. You know, you can imagine it's not so easy. And it's very wet, dark. And I have to tell you, they did an amazing job because it's all pure rock. They had to dig 1,600 meters through the rock, ending nowhere because the South Koreans blocked it. At the end of the tunnel, there was the concrete wall, as I explained earlier, with a little hole where you can see the 2nd and the 1st wall that is blocked with pure concrete. That's basically it. There's nothing to see, no pictures, no videos there, but that's about it, just for you to know. Now it's time to have some sweat. As you can imagine, I don't know where they take this fluid from, if all the people have to walk upwards, you know, sweating. But I heard it's very nice, so see you later.
He came out of North Korea in 2 months alive, not in coma. How? Okay, I can imagine this type of interaction. Mr. Kim Jong-un would have been infuriated, and so he would have yelled.
So here we are at the border. That's the border of South Korea with the DMZ, and on the other side of the river is North Korea. Over here there is the only closest military post of North Korea and the industrial city of, if I say it correctly, Kaohsiung. And then you have the world famous propaganda villages over here. So here, starting with South Korea, and the other side of the river there is a village over there, I'll try to zoom in, of North Korea with a huge flag, and from time to time also with propaganda speakers. The fact is that this village over there, which is not really visible, just on the bottom of the flagpole, is completely fake. No one lives there. It's all done just for propaganda. What you see here is North Korea. Unfortunately, it's starting to rain, so I'm grabbing the last possible view before the site is gone. But here you can see the border. So on the right side of this border, South Korea, the demilitarized zone, which means no one is there, no one lives there. It's completely wildlife. And then on the other side of the river, there's North Korea. And there you go. That's it. Interesting fact that in the video before you saw me entering the tunnel, and the tunnel is exactly on this place. And then you walk towards the left, under the ground, ending up at the border of the DMZ, 75 meters under the ground. So that's where we have been, under the ground, and coming back to the place. So the DMZ zone, which is 2 till 4 kilometers wide, stretches over 241 kilometers from the west to the east coast. And what I understood, there are 2 million mines placed on that whole distance, which means, and I made a simple calculation, that there are 8.5 mines per meter placed. The whole area is full with mines, so it's barely impossible to cross that place. Another thing is the world famous GSL, or the place where the soldiers are standing in front of each other, is over here. You will not be able to see it. It's this little white building that you see now on the middle of the screen, far, far away. That's the GSL. That's also the place where Kim and Trump met each other, or the South Korean and North Korean presidents and other world famous leaders met there. That's the place where the soldiers standing face to face in front of each other. And it's closed at the moment. It's not possible to visit that place because in July this year there was an American soldier that wanted to cross to the North Korean side, and because of those tensions they decided to close the place for visitors, unfortunately. And then the South Korean flag. I will try to find the North Korean flag again. It must be over here. Yes, it's visible a little bit in the middle of the screen. The view should be okay, but unfortunately it's cloudy and pretty rainy, so. But that's it. That's all North Korea. I know.
So if you're gonna get to restroom or toilet, and there you're going to use toilet or restroom. After the village, we have 1 hour drive back to Seoul.